Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Sipagazi William and today I'm back with a new video, and this one is sponsored by Tinashe Hair. So thank you to them for sponsoring this video and me with this beautiful hair. So yes, today I'm going to be making a wig. I figured it's been almost a year since I've made a wig from scratch, and I've never made a wig with frontal before, so I wanted to try that out and all that. So if you want to see how I made this beautiful wig, then carry on watching. Okay guys, so we're starting out with this hair from Tinashe Hair. As it says on the packaging, it is 100% virgin human hair. So it comes with this pamphlet that tells you all about the hair that they have and how to get the hair, also how to take care of your hair. They sent me a 20-inch frontal, 22-inch, 24-inch and 26-inch long bundles of hair. So this is the deep loose wave, I believe, and this is me showing you guys what the frontal looks like. It is pretty lengthy. I realized that it would be a bit too long for my head, but I did measure it out later on. I'll show you how I did that. So right now the frontal has not been bleached. The knots haven't been bleached, nor has it really been plucked. So I'm about to go in and do that. I'm going to be using my new light bleach powder and the 30 volume developer. The way I mixed it was just sort of by feel. I didn't want to use all of the product because I realized it was way too much bleach just for a frontal, so I just mixed in a little bit at first and then I added in some more. For those who would like to know, you can purchase this bleach from Dischem. I've only ever seen it at Dischem, but yeah, I mixed in a little bit more of the bleach powder and the developer just to have a bit more product because I felt like it wasn't enough. And then when I have the right consistency that is very smooth but still holds up on the brush and doesn't just run down, I start applying that to the hair, because you don't want a runny consistency where it literally seeps through the lace and ends up bleaching the actual hair, and then you're left with like blonde roots for your hair, which will look really weird. And then this has been sped up, but I definitely take my time when applying the bleach onto the frontal because I don't want to press down too hard, and I want to make sure that I actually get every knot and everything like that. So really gentle, taking my time, and any hairs that sort of start to get caught into the bleach, I just sort of pull out. But yeah, just taking my time applying that bleach, making sure it's covering the entire frontal as well as I possibly can. Once I'm done bleaching, I'm going to set my timer for 25 minutes before I go and wash off that bleach. I did co-wash the hair, I didn't show that, but just use conditioner to wash off the bleach. And those are the knots basically bleached, and you can see through the lace, which is like what we really wanted. Now I'm just pinning the frontal to my sort of head thing, I don't know, but yeah, I'm just putting it there so that I can start the plucking process. I brushed the hair back and now I'm going to start plucking. I'm plucking in a way where it's like I'm pulling the hair backwards with a tweezer, which I find helps make it look a bit more natural. So that's just pretty much what I'm doing. I don't think it's a process that I need to explain in depth, but I just plucked my heart's content until I felt like this is enough plucking. As you can see, it's very dense in the front, and then later on you'll see that I plucked it and it was a lot more thinner, a lot more natural looking than now. So this is what the hair looks like all plucked. You can basically see through it, which is what you're going to see just as your scalp. And this is how much hair I end up plucking out of the entire frontal. So to start making the wig, I'm going to be using this dome cap, which is see-through. Starting the wig, I'm going to be sewing down the frontal. I showed you guys there, I made like these pink sort of lines. That's where my ears were when I put the frontal on my head. I did that so that I could match exactly where that's going to sit in front of my ears. Then the first thing I did was sew down the frontal onto that dome cap, which is going to be the wig cap or the wig base. And this one, for me, I found was the best wig cap to use underneath. Because the ones that had the adjustable straps, I couldn't find ones that had space at the store to put on a frontal. So I'm just sewing the frontal along its perimeter at the back onto the wig cap. I'm not going to sew the front part of the frontal down, just the back where it is basically just double sewed as a frontal alone. That's the only part that I'm going to sew down onto this wig cap, and everything else I'm going to leave out, and eventually I will cut out that part of the wig cap from where the frontal has not been sewn down. Later on, I do show what the whole cap construction ends up looking like from the inside. And then I started sewing in the hair. So I started with the longest bundle, which was the 26-inch bundle. And I started from the back. I just tied up the frontal in the front so it doesn't disturb me. And basically, I just sewed how you'd sew a weave on. And I did 2 tracks at a time. And I just sewed straight across. I didn't do the flip over method. Instead, at the end, I cut the weft and just sewed that down and then started again from the other side. I find that cutting the weft is a lot better because it allows for the construction of the wig or your weave or anything to be a lot more flat around the edges, like where the hair is meant to turn over or where the track finishes. So that's what I did. As you can see, I'm just gonna go back in and sew down that bottom or that top corner of the weft to make sure that it's laying flat down onto the wig. So I pretty much do the same process throughout this wig construction. It's really just going from one side to the next. I started with the 26-inch weft and then I went on to the 24-inch and then I finished off with a little bit of the 22-inch. I didn't use all 3 bundles. I used about 2.5 bundles because the frontal does take up a lot of the hair that would be used on the wig. And then at the top, I had a bit of trouble because instead of starting to sew across the head, I don't know how to explain this, but instead you can see that I still sewed almost like around the head. At this point, I should have definitely started sewing over instead of going round the head. I don't know if you understand that, but basically that ended up making like a weird coming together at the top, which I didn't show because I felt like you should not do that, so I wouldn't want to show anyone me doing that. But at the end of the whole process, I just had to figure out a way to cover that up. But it wasn't that big of a train smash. It's just a way that I wouldn't recommend doing a wig. Like I said, this was my first time ever making a wig using a frontal, so I was so used to doing this method with a closure that I completely didn't pay attention. Then the last thing I'm doing is adding an elastic band to the ends of the frontal, as you can see where my ears were, using those pink lines. And then you can also see the construction of the wig cap here. And that is it, the final wig, and I styled it, and yeah. Okay guys, so this is the finished product of the hair. I went ahead and styled it myself. It took forever, so I can't even show you guys the tutorial for this because I'm still trying to learn how to braid my hair and all that stuff. But yeah, this is how it looks, and I'm really in love with the way it came out, all that stuff. So yes, if you liked this video, then give it a thumbs up and comment down below what else you'd like to see me do when it comes to hair especially. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on your post notifications so you know whenever I post. Also, you can follow me on other social media, which is really just like my Snapchat, Instagram. Only really active on my Instagram, so follow me on Instagram. My handle is sipogazi_William. Just like that, and you will see me post over there. I post it on my Instagram story every single time that I do post a new video. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed making this wig with me. Thank you again to Tinashe Video for sponsoring this video. I really enjoyed working with them. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.